All right, y'all excited?
We are.
We're trying to get shredded and get paid.
Yeah.
Woo! Who cares about getting shredded? Well, I'm sorry. In order to get paid, you have to get shredded. So that's the thing. So I want to give y'all a couple things that that we saw, like the best teams that won. This is the fourth time we've done it. So we've learned a couple lessons, from the last time. So give y'all the best practices for people to, see best body composition. But first, I see all y'all like this. So I'm going to start off by just stretching right here. So reach up, stand up tall. Stand up tall. Okay. I want you to stretch. And then we're going to go down. Up. Okay, stretch up. Touch down to your toes. Up. Okay, this is going to be the tricky part. All the way down to this side. Okay. Up. Okay. All right, Cassie, I like it. Anchoring it. I like it. Okay, reach up to this side. Okay, up. Down. All right. Other side. Down. Up. All right. Good job. Give yourselves a hand for being here. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to share with y'all the 5 things we saw. One of the first things that before Mr. Travis runs out, and he's going to talk about one of the things that we saw. You want to share the first tip is going to be eating
carbohydrates. Everybody's afraid of carbs. I don't know why. Because it's in the media, it's all over the place. Everybody's like, oh, carbs are bad. Carbs are bad. We just need to do keto. We need to do this. Well, your muscles run on carbohydrates. So every time you exercise, every time your muscles contract, what happens is it's fueled by carbohydrates. So there's a balance between that. Carbohydrates are good, but if you're not working out, they could be detrimental to you. So as long as you're burning through your carbohydrates, using your muscles, and then refueling them with carbohydrates, that's important.
So what's a good number, about 1 gram per body weight, or what would you say?
It just kind of depends on the person and their goals.
Right.
Maybe about
for weight loss for this.
for weight loss, probably about 1 gram, I would say so.
1 gram
Per pound body weight, yes.
Okay.
Just depends. But it's not, carbs are not bad. So keep that in mind. Every time you're looking at, rice, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, none of it is bad. Of course you can, if you're drinking high fructose corn syrup, that's just going to go straight to, that's not good for you. But
it's going straight to your butt.
yes, it goes straight to your butt.
Yay!
Cassie's like So if you guys want Travis to turn red like that light, ask him, turn this way, don't have any carbs.
So don't be afraid of carbs. They are healthy for you as long as you're burning through them and exercising and eating enough for your body weight.
Is there a better time to eat them?
I like to eat mine earlier in the day, but if you're just spacing them out, before your workout and then after your workout to replenish the fuel your muscles. So that's basically the gist of it. Yeah, you need protein.
I'm going to talk about that. So yeah, I'm going to talk about that. So we definitely.
But we're
not saying all carbs and zero protein. We're not going to do anything like extreme here. The stuff we're going to talk about is the stuff that's going to help you sustain indefinitely. So yes, it is a challenge. Yes, we're going to be focused for 6 weeks, but also we're doing something that can last indefinitely. Doing
lifetime changes.
Lifetime changes.
Smart choices for the rest of your life. Understanding food and making it work for you.
Put it to work, baby. Put it to work. So thank you, Travis. I thought he did a good job. Okay. So that's going to be definitely a big part of it. Obviously, food's going to be a real big part. So the other things, we can talk about the protein. Protein actually going to be very similar. So one of the things, that we just started doing for our clients, and just sent out this morning, is we give out a protein shake on the house, as a thank you for being one of our 550. So, we give that to them at the end of the workout. So, why do we do it? Because it's also so important. We run out of here, we're like, oh yeah, I'll just eat food when I get home. And then you're like, check your phone, you got text messages, and then you get home, and like someone, you know what I mean? So there's like stuff that happens,
I may go get mine.
Like, let's just
Mine
stop.
this morning.
I thought they were for sale, so I never did not.
So, yeah, because what it does, it helps rebuild your muscle. But the other thing it does, when we do get busy, we do have other things that start pulling on our time, is actually it helps you feel full. So there's like this study where it shows the brainwave activity of like people who haven't eaten and they put like a burger and a salad in front of them. And if they haven't eaten, like the brainwaves go crazy when they see the burger, because your body will crave, you know, like carbohydrate, high energy stuff, which is fat is the highest energy. So carbs and fats. So, but when you're full, and actually measured the brainwave activity, it was exactly the same with the salad and you know, the hamburger. So you guys want to make sure that we're, you know, you're having your protein, you're going to feel full, you're going to have a little more patience to make the proper food choices. And you know, also it helps your muscle tone. So a lot of people say, hey, I just want to be like toned, don't care about the weight on the scale. That's actually what this challenge is. So it's going to help build your lean muscle, which boosts your hormones, which helps you recover from injury, and you're going to be feeling a lot better. I'm not used to seeing you in non-scrubs or workout clothes. Missy, right? Is that Missy?
Oh, I know, it's kind of crazy being. I felt weird walking in like this. I felt very out of place.
Yeah. You can change. You know, some workout. So
I'm afraid
yeah.
you might make it work out. Smart girl. You will come back.
So it's good. It's also good for your hair, your nails, your skin. That's some things that my wife will tell me about. So that's also going to be real important. The next one is the one that I feel like we don't think about it, just sleep. And you know, but you know, go back to studies. There's lots of studies that talk about like your HGH, your human growth hormone, is released in your third REM cycle. So 7 hours of sleep is going to be good. We have a podcast, Octane Personal Training, that, you know, one of the top guys said you just get like a TV or any that stuff out of your bedroom. This can help you sleep better. And then having your bedroom 65 to 69 degrees at night. So it's pretty chilly, but those are a couple things that can help you. Now specifically, when going back to like the people who won, so those are kind of like the general, general things. You do those things, you're going to see, you know, really good results. Specifically, the things that people did differently in the last challenge is they were really close with their team. They kept them accountable. This challenge, we've seen people drop over 10% body fat in a short period of time. That's a lot of body fat, right? And I'm talking about girls who are 120 pounds, but were just like had a high, like they were like what they would say skinny fat, right? So they had a high percentage body fat. So we've seen them really tone up and just like keeping accountability with their teammates. So I think that's going to be real important. I think I texted you, Missy's, your partner's information, and you texted her. Right? Yeah, awesome. So just like, you know, what they would do, this is on the very extreme end, and they beasted everybody, but they would like text pictures of what they have for lunch, and then the other person on the team, if they did, would be like, hey, what'd you have for lunch? And they just had a lot of communication about like food, and they would have like, where they hang out, and they would like cook on the weekends with each other, just try new recipes, because someone may have a recipe that one person likes, someone may have a recipe someone else likes, and they share them, you know. So and I'll be uploading the recipe book to our Facebook event page. So if you want to add your teammates to the page, so you can have some different recipe books there. So so that's the accountability. I think that's the biggest thing with this challenge. Me and Carrie were talking about like what are the differences with this challenge, and she's killing, she's crushing it. She's doing really good with her, at least the food part, and then we're still working on workouts. Just kidding. No, she's doing good at the workouts too. But you know, like it's just an outside accountability, because you know when we leave, you know, it's hard to be accountable. You know, so it's really good, the challenge. You guys can do that too, especially when you guys are out. And then the last thing I wanted to share, this is I think the fifth thing, is that in the first challenge we did, one of my clients, Chris Geisler, he was like, he just did the challenge because his wife wanted to do it. He's like, whatever. And you know, he was more into lifting weights, so he was just lifting a little bit harder. You know, and so he was doing that. Another one of the people in the challenge, Hector Munoz, in his wife, they were like, he's a tennis player, they were running every day, they were doing, you know, the weights every now and then, but they were just doing a lot of workouts. So we'll weigh you guys in the middle of the challenge, and what we saw is actually my buddy Chris Geiser was like leading the contest, and then Hector and Paolo were in second. So Hector was like, I'm killing myself in the workouts, like what's going on? So he started, he cut out all the cardio. Chris Geiser, like a real competitive guy's like, we're actually gonna win the contest, like he just want to win, you know? So he's like, he started running every day, and what happened at the end of the contest is they flip-flopped. So once we added that cardio in, Chris Geiser's results, his body fat percentage actually went up because his weight went down. And then the team that took out the cardio and added the weights, focused on weights, their lean muscle tissue went up. So I'm not saying don't do any cardio, but you really want to focus on the weights. That's how, you know, we can see the best results, boost our lean muscle mass, and see, you know, also sustain it, you know. Because sometimes when we do the diet, you know, we'll drop the weight, but if we're not working out, we're not building that lean tissue, the weight goes like that. We focus a lot on the weights, yeah. Yep.
How many times a week are you think did your winning team do weight training?
That's a good question. I mean, they were in the gym probably about 3 times a week. They were here probably about 3 times a week. And honestly, that's where also too, like when people come in, I do work out every day. You can work out every day, but really, I've seen really good results of people coming in 2 to 3 times a week. I've had one of my guys is Cindy Krosky. We did this talk also yesterday at noon, and her neighbor, I've trained for like 12 years, and we got ready for his 60th birthday. Trains twice a week. We lift weights twice a week, and the guy was like amazing shape, like really good shape. So for his 60th birthday party. So yeah, I think 2 to 3 times a week is good. Obviously, you can do more, you know, but I'm just letting you know what they were doing. And again, you know, not to like doing other stuff is good, but as long as like our main focus is going to be the weight training. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think espresso martini should be drinking in the morning or in the afternoon? Both.
Right now, is he serving them after?
Give me your vote. Is that all the
He's the
above?
bartender.
How do you fit that into the
When
program?
does he show up?
And you know what? And that was, I actually talked about, I'm glad you brought that up because people ask me that, especially here. I'm so happy every time someone asks me that. No, but you know, really, you know, alcohol is just it's a math problem. So like, it's just like, if you have a drink and it's 100 calories, and then you have like 2 or 3 of those, well, that's 300 calories. So you're just gonna make that up somewhere else, right? So it's not like you can never have alcohol for the rest of your life, you know? So like, you can just know that it's just calories. So like, you know, and the guy I was telling you about, like, he would drink, I actually did all the math with him, he would drink whiskey like, you know, like 2 or whatever on the weekends. So we just looked at the calories for it, and he just figured out, okay, I'm not gonna have this side, I'm just gonna have like my main meal. So, but if you get really lit, you have to take out more food.
It's rough, man. My teammate makes some. I did text my other teammate too. I texted him this morning. Are you awake yet? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. So the main thing with the challenge is we're going to be looking at y'all's, your body fat percentage is the main thing. If you drop, so because that scale is kind of like a high-tech scale, and it'll measure like your fat mass. So we'll make a little calculation where we're looking at your body fat percentage drop. So say if you're, you know, just keep the numbers simple, you're 200 pounds, you're 20% body fat, right? So if you go down to 10% body fat and stay 200 pounds, then you get 10 points, okay? So if you stay, you also will have gained muscle if you are with your weight this game. If your body fat drops, that means you gain muscle. So if you gain, say, 10 pounds of muscle, well then you actually have 10% body fat loss, 10 pounds of muscle, you have 20 points. So that's, and then so we add your team's points, and then So whoever has the most points amongst the teams are the winners, okay? So again, the main thing is when we're doing the scale is that you enter your ID in there because it doesn't memorize. So you ladies are new, you too. So like we'll probably weigh you in. You can't wait to, like Mondays is when we start tracking your data, but you can set up your profile. I think everyone else has been on there at least once, right? Everyone's been there at least once. So yeah. And someone asked me last time, like, what's a good goal? Like, what's a good target goal? And said, how much weight did you lose during the 6-week challenge before?
I lost about 18 pounds. It was more 16, 18 pounds. It was more of the body fat and the muscle.
That's good. That's awesome. So I was expecting that high. That's a really good scenario, but I think like 4% body fat is good. While we're really focused, I think 4 or 5%, that's really good, Erica. So I remember our body, that's what I remember most with her. I remember body fat percentage. So it was about like 5%. So she lost the weight and the body fat. So we put them, we have like a calculator that we use like to look at everything specifically. But I think 4 or 5% body fat, that's a big goal. So when you're doing it, that's a good target because you definitely want to have a good starting goal. And then, just keep it going after the challenge is over, right? Yeah? All right, I'm ready to get started. Do y'all have any questions, specific questions that y'all want to cover and talk about?
When's the first one? Sorry.
The first weigh-in starts on Monday. So not everyone's going to weigh in on Monday. So that's just the first opportunity we can weigh in. So you can weigh in Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. And then the last one.